And hello and welcome back to Invade Hollow Ataraxia. Last time, most of the stuff I don't have the prerequisites for of what people requested. So, sort of just at a point where I'm just gonna, go back to picking whatever makes sense to me and try to do some of the stuff that I have unlocked that have prerequisites, like at least once per episode. So this time I'll probably end up, I think I'm gonna end up doing the beach saber. No, the pool saber thing. Just because someone suggested that it might be a prerequisite to unlocking the other ones. So, Tazaka's always fun. I tend to like doing hers. Since it seems it's a pretty guaranteed one to be fun to do. I climb towards the temple gate. Actually, I've always been impressed by the fact Issei and Kuzuki-sensei climb up and down these stones every day. Well, temple monks are said to be generally good walkers. No wonder, living on top of a mountain would certainly give your legs a good workout. I strain my eyes. I never thought I'd see this red silhouette here.
あら、エミヤくん、竜道くんと遊んでたの？
そういう遠坂こそアウェイによく来るな。
We exchange appropriate greetings.
大げさね。アウェイなんてサッカーじゃあるまいし。
ここは一世の本拠地だぞ。あいつは常日頃は遠坂に歯が立たないけど、ここなら監修は一世の味方になる。
The temple is Issei's family home. Kuzuki-sensei and Caster are here too. Caster and Issei may not get along well, but Tosaka is still their common enemy.
魔術師が敵の本拠地に乗り込むのは圧倒的な不利と死を覚悟してってことね。うん、シロを教えている甲斐があったわね。
Well done, Tosaka nods.
でもまあ、割と当たってるかな。竜道くんだけじゃなくて、ここの一族にも好かれてないみたいなのよね。父さんやおじいさまもこのお寺の衆は不得意だったらしいわ。
それはそういうものじゃないのか?
A magic family remaining a good turn to the generation after generation of head monks would be unusual.
彼との腐れ縁は穂村原以前からだけど、もしかして生まれる前からの宿命の対決だったのかしらね。
But did you know Issei's family before even? Did your family know Issei's family before even being in the area?
そういう忌まわしい因縁はお前の代で終わりにしてやれ。
I give a warning to Tosaka, who looks to be getting more serious about her rival. If Tosaka vs. Ryudo feud does become a family affair passed down through generations, she might just try to get a head start now. Are we actually going to get a Tosaka and Issei event here? Because I don't think we've seen them interact the entire game so far.
それに遠坂に神社仏閣っていうのも珍しいなって。遠坂って信徒の教会の信徒じゃなかったか？
それは誤解よ、エミヤくん。確かに私の兄弟子は神父なんかやってたけど、あれが神様の代理人になれると分かった時点で、あの教会に礼拝に行こうとは毛頭思わなかったわよ。
I see. Tosaka's house is completely Western style, and so is her lifestyle. Moreover, since she'll even be studying abroad after graduation, I never even thought about religion. I never even thought religion might be different. But if someone like Urumine was a priest, then yeah, I doubt she would ever enter the faith. Even I'd be hesitant about it.
確かにこの家業はどの宗教、宗派にも受け入れられないけど、ことさらに無宗教ですなんて主張して回るのも周囲の疑惑の目を招くだけよ。
Oh, I know that feeling. Boy, do I.
目立たないのが一番か。
It's ironic because you don't believe much, but you're treated like you have a religion basically, and it's an enemy religion. To most people who care, either people don't care or they think poorly of it. There's very few people that are gonna think positively of it, basically. That's the thing.
幸いこの国ではどの宗教の信徒のふりもしやすいし、あえてそこに目くじらを立てる人はいないから。
Because almost everyone in Japan would just visit a shrine on New Year's, pay respects during Van and Higan, if you pronounce those that way, and yet also celebrate Christmas. Well, I'm atheist for all intents and purposes. I wouldn't like claim that I know anything, but for all intents and purposes I'm atheist. And I celebrate Christmas. Even in America, it's basically, it's not really a religious holiday anymore unless you purposely turn it into one yourself. It's much more just a holiday. It's like celebrating Thanksgiving to me.
もっとも時々こっちの正体を察する霊感や法力の強い宗教者がいるから油断は禁物よ。
わかった、気をつける。でも遠坂にお寺な。
Come to think of it, the Sokka being here is all sorts of wrong. The serene and tranquil look might be more suitable for Sakura Saber, though.
まだ文句がありそうじゃないのよ、シロ。
Well, at this point, I think he just has like an aesthetic in mind.
それはまあ仕方ないじゃないか。
こう見えても私、年末年始には巫女さんやってたりするのよ。
Huh? Eh? Tosaka, a shrine maiden? That is the first time I've heard of it.
この竜道寺でか？
それはなかなか冗談がきついわね。竜道くんが私の巫女姿を見たら、不浄なる女界が神域を犯しているとか大騒ぎになるわよ。もちろん市内の別の神社でね。
Yeah, that's a relief. But Shrine Maiden, my goodness. But why a Shrine Maiden? Within the city limits, there's another shrine. How common are shrines? Like, it doesn't seem like that big of a city, I suppose, is my point. Like, it's called a city, but it doesn't really feel like a city, I suppose, in my, mind.
遠坂の一族に関係があって、決まって一族から誰かを巫女さんとして送らなきゃいけない。そんなしきたりでもあるのか？
カモの西宮みたいね、そう言われると。いやー、単なる年末年始の割のいいアルバイトよ。経験者優遇だから。
I was expecting some grand backstory, so I was a bit crestfallen. It's true, though. Issei did tell me that almost all the Shrine Maidens you see around New Year's are part-timers.
そういうわけで、私に自社仏閣は不得意でも何でもないってこと。
へえ、バイトか。いろいろ遠坂も大変なんだな。
Yeah, like, I still don't have a I know you're, like, cash conscious, but is that just you being careful, or do you actually have, like, are you actually low on funds? It's unclear. I sort of get the feeling that she goes up and down from having, like, a decent amount of funds to nothing. They mentioned before that she buys a lot of those crystals, for the magic stuff, but, you know. I just blurted it out without thinking. I didn't really mean anything by it, but I think I just saw Tosaka's eyebrow twitch.
まだフルタイムのバイトを入れなくてもなんとかなるからね。シローもしてみる？年始の神社のバイト。
俺が？
That light blue Shinto priest Hakama getup, huh? It's not that far from the archery club uniform, so it wouldn't feel that weird to wear. Well, in fact, if anything.
どっちかというと、ジャンパー羽織って人参振って参詣客の警備誘導をやってる方が似合う気がする。
確かにそっちの方がいいかもしれないわね。それはともかく、この山は私にとっても無視できない管理地だから、時々見回りには来ているのよ。
Finally, she tells me the reason for her visit. As she says, this is an important site on the ley lines, so Tosaka wouldn't be able to neglect it just because there's a temple built on top of it.
なるほど。 ついでにお参りはどうだ？
本堂に用はないわ。ちょっと裏の池と地下空洞までね。シロはどうするの？
She's inviting me to go with her. But if I do go, I think I'd just be a hindrance. I shake my head and Tasaka doesn't seem to mind.
そう。じゃあばったり山中で竜道くんと出会わないように表で牽制しておいてね。
Options, options, options. Shut up, Discord.
まあ一世とばったり会ったらそうなるけど。
What did I just say, Discord? I need to actually turn that off after this section. Tasaka passes under the mountain gate with a bitter smile. Before crossing the ground, she looks back at me.
私の巫女姿見てみたい？
正直に言って興味がある。
Such a subtle way of saying it. Fuck it. Give me a sec. Okay, no problems now.
なら楽しみにしておきなさい。
Giving a smile that fills me with anticipation, Tasaka leaves. Tasaka's shrine made in clothes. I'm definitely interested. Oh, it's nice, simple, and quick. Some of these have gotten very long. I've had this sitting around for a while, so let's do this. I was told that apparently there is a pool scene for all of them, as well as a date scene for all of them, and that soccer's the only one that's, as I missed it last time when I was skimming over that part because I wasn't planning to do all those, since I was hoping to like gather them up and do them in all one sprint, but alas. Yeah. Apparently soccer is done at Ilia's place for activating it, so I missed that, skimmed it, but here we go. I'm going to go to the pool with Saber. It's a long ass time coming at this point. She's really been looking forward to it, and the sooner I meet my promise, the better. Oh, Echo disagreed. I stop in front of Saber's room. Now that I think of it, isn't going to pull Saber a completely ridiculous idea?
大丈夫。簡単。落ち着け。
Take a deep breath, then cool down. Act naturally and keep it simple. Saber would be even more upset if it seemed like I had a problem inviting her.
よし。おい、セイバー、いいかな。
いいでしょう。
Don't you act nervous too, it's gonna make me nervous.
その件でしたらお待ちしておりましたので喜んでお受けします、シロ。
Oh. It would have taken me 10 minutes just to crudely ask her to go out. Before I even managed to get out the question, Saber had immediately replied.
そうか。待たせてごめん。それじゃあ今で待ってるから準備ができたら来てくれ。
いえ、準備はとうにできていますので今すぐにでも。
Are you wearing your swimsuit under? Saber says as she stiffens for some reason. She looks as if she realized she forgot something important.
セイバ
ー。いえ、やはり時間をいただきます。しばし今でお待ちください。
ああ、じゃあ今で。
Yielding to her odd enthusiasm, I leave the room. Saber, just what did you forget? The swimsuit, probably. She's about to go without it.
セイバーちゃんとプールに行くの？よしよし、ようやく思い越し上げたわね。
There's no way she wasn't just like about to go to the pool without it. Like her swimsuit.
あ、ダメよライダーさん。さくらちゃん呼びに行っちゃ。今日は見逃してあげてくれる？わかりました。確かにせっかくのプールイベントです。3人で行かせるよりそれぞれピンで行かせた方が親密度がアップするでしょうし。
And so these two devils were also idling about in my living room. Whatever the case, I spent 20 minutes making lunchboxes while ignoring these two, who refused to leave the room.
お待たせしました、シロ。
The door smoothly slides open, revealing Saber. Don't tell me she's... That's new. As I turn towards her, my mind goes blank. That is, we all get her completely different appearance. So I thought you just got a swimsuit.
まさかセイバーちゃん、その服は。
Fujine pretty much echoed my own thoughts.
はい、大河に買っていただいたものです。せっかくの機会ですから、今日はこちらで過ごそうと思いまして。
Saber mumbles bashfully. Meanwhile, Fujine is skipping happily around the room. Thank goodness we don't have like a neighbor under us, like if we had like an apartment or something. Somewhat sulkily, Ryder gazes at Saber with an expression not unlike envy. Damn it. I missed my chance to make an impression on her.
どうでしょうか、シロ。今日は戦闘もなさそうですし、この姿で行こうと思うのですが。
問題ないんじゃないかな。似合ってるし、すごく。
それは良かった。私もとてもいい服だと思います。
Yeah, they're nice. They're definitely of the cute variety rather than the sexy variety. Seeing Saber's smiling face, I flush crimson. I can tell this is going to be a tough going. If Saber's outfit is alone is enough to make me blush, I might just die at the real event.
それじゃあ行ってくる。留守番よろしく。
大丈夫。お姉ちゃんに任せておきなさい。セイバーちゃんも待望のニューフォームになったことだし、今日はゆっくりしてきていいわよ。なんつうか、今日ぐらいはシロの代わりにご飯を作って待っていてあげましょう。
We're not coming home for dinner. Fujine chuckles heartily. I really appreciate her concern for us.
オーケー。頼んだぞ、ライダー。決してフジネを厨房に立たせたりしないように。
分かっています、シロ。
Good.
ぐわ、ちょっとシロ、どういう意味よそれ。
お待たせ、セイバー。
シロ、あの言い方はあんまりです。タイガが気を悪くするのは無理もない。
Yeah, if she doesn't come to terms with her bad cooking skills to the point that we have to do that, then I think I don't care.
だけどあれぐらい言っておかないと大変なことになる。今のはフジネのためでもあってたな。
大変とは具体的に言ってどのようなことなのですか？
セイバーも経験済みだ。お好み焼き丼に次ぐ新しい悲劇を呼び込むことになる。
I love when they use the little chibi art. It's such a good like little topper on a joke. On top of that, last time we came home to find Sakura and the others sprawled lifelessly about the living room.
私が浅はかでした。あのような悲劇は二度と起こしてはなりません。
Yeah, that's right. I pray for her health.
ところで、セイバーはプールに行くの初めてだよな。
Do you know how to swim?
ええ、プールとはどのような場所なのでしょうか。
I mean, the UK is an island nation too, so I wouldn't be surprised if fishing was fairly common as well back in the day there.
セイバー、プールがどういう場所かわからないのに OK したのか？
Did you not bring your swimsuit? I thought you...
シロが誘ってくれた場所ですから。それなら私に害のあるようなところではないでしょう。
My pulse climbs when I meet her trusting eyes. It's like I can tell Saber. It's not like I can tell Saber I've been waiting to see her in her swimsuit all this time, so... I keep my mouth shut.
どうしたのですか、シロ。顔が赤いようですが。
いや、なんでもないんだ。
いけません。 それが体調不良だったらどうするつもりですか？病はわずかな気の緩みから侵入するのです。
If we're gonna have this conversation every time I blush for the rest of the day, this is gonna be a long day. Ah, no. If you get that close, I won't be able to calm down again.
いやいや本当に大丈夫だから。
なら良いのですが。
I take a deep breath and relax. But really, if she doesn't even know what the pool is, can she really say that she was prepared for it? At first I thought she must have put her swimsuit and towel in that unusually large bag she's carrying under her arm.
セイバー、そのバッグ何が入ってるんだ？
当然プールの準備ですが。
は？
Didn't you just ask me what a pool was earlier?
シロ、何か勘違いをしているようですね。私とてプールが何かというのは分かっています。シロ。
Oh, okay, so that's it? Now I get it?
室内プールってわかるか？
室内ということは建物の中にプールがあるのですか？
ああ、それもすごいでかいやつが。そうだな、アインツベルン城がすっぽり入るくらい。
そのような施設があるのですか？しかも娯楽のためだけに。
That's more of a water park than just an indoor pool.
そういうの出し惜しみしないんだ、この国の人って。
それは今から心を決めておかねばなりませんね。
The villagers also stop in Shinto. The last time we came here, Saber got upset, but that doesn't seem to be the case today.
ああ、ところでセイバーはどんな水着買ったんだ？
いえ、シロには実際に着てみせるまで秘密にしておけと言われていたのでした。
Oh, the anticipation.
ほうほう、見当はつくけど誰に？
大河にです。不意に見せてシロな反応を楽しめと。
That is a futile plan, Fuji. Nay. It may be a sudden strike and a head-on approach, but I won't be able to bear the sight of Saber's swimsuit to look anyways. And so we are in front of the changing rooms. I part with Saber, my heart bouncing in anticipation. Oh, I do like indoor water parks. They are fun. Needless to say, being a guy, I finished changing first, and I'm now waiting inside like this.
セイバー大丈夫かな？
She's usually the gallant one, but I'm worried about her being alone in a place like this. The way things are, things might have been better if Sakura or maybe Fujine came along, though I would regret that a bit.
いや、あのメンツがついてくると不安なだけじゃ済まないよな。二人っきりの方が何倍も気楽だ。
In front of me is the Waku Waku Splash Guide. And there's a current pool, a wave pool, a big water slide, and unbelievably high diving board. There's a diving board? That seems not what you'd actually expect in, like, an indoor pool. Diving can be dangerous, especially on the dangerous side, or especially on the high side, so that's just asking for liability problems. And on top of that, there's all these nameless pools used for other attractions.
随分充実してるんだな、ここ。
So everyone will get bored even after a whole day here.
それにしても、セイバー遅い。
Since I don't come here often, I guess I wasn't prepared for how long it would take a girl to get ready. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I saw that arm. It looked like a darker skin tone. Don't tell me that was Archer or Lancer. I think I saw a familiar figure out of the corner of my eye. No, that person shouldn't be in a place like this. My mistake. Looking around, I see Saber's figure in the shadows. She's beeping at me with half her body hidden.
何やってるんだ、セイバ
いえ、シロ、その。
Have you tried it? You haven't tried it on. Did you realize how revealing it is?
そんなところにいたら何もできないぞ。ほら、こっちこっち。
If she keeps staring at me from inside the woman's locker room, people might mistake me for some kind of weirdo. Right, because that never happened otherwise. Pausing timidly, Saber walks over her. I'm actually sort of surprised that it's a two-piece. I sort of would have expected her to have a one-piece, personally. To me. Oh, this is playing it up. I thought she would surely wear a one-piece suit. I don't know. I guess Shiro has the same thought process as me. I figured it would be more like Saber to choose a modest swimsuit. I mean, it's not even that. It's more, I just felt like it would, fit her better. Just personality-wise and tonally. I don't know. How do you explain what swimsuit aesthetics feel like they'd fit a person better? My goodness. But instead, she is wearing the complete opposite of a revealing bikini. Really, there's so much skin. My eyes don't know where to look.
シロ、やはりどこかおかしいのでしょうか。私はこういったものを着たことがないので、似合っていないとは思うのですが。
It's not bad. I do think it sort of doesn't suit you though. That would be my opinion here.
おかしくない。うまく言えないぐらい似合ってる。
Yeah, not to say it looks bad though. I do my best to say it. I wish I could put that in more eloquent terms, but it was all I could do to get my thoughts out.
よかった。シロがそう言ってくれるのなら、周りの視線も気になりません。どうかしましたか、シロ？
どうしたって、どうもしないけど、ほら。
How should I put it? It's like I'm about to collapse under the brilliant glare of the sun.
そうですか？貧血でなければいいのですが。
いや、頑張る。こんなところでリタイアできない。
シロ？
いや、こっちの話。ところでセイバー、その水着自分で選んだのか？
はい。水着のことはよくわからなかったので、タイガとサクラにお任せしました。ただ。
She mumbled something that I cannot make out.
なんかあったのか？
いえ、最初はこう一つながりになっているものを選んだのですが、今着ている形の方が白は喜ぶと言われまして。
Zipper looks at me anxiously. Seeing that face, I can't stay looking like a fool any longer.
すごく嬉しい。
私もです。白が笑ってくれると嬉しくて飛び上がりたくなる。
And this is when Shiro just faints. I won't lose to you in happiness here. Then I'm so happy I want to run around is what I want to reply with, but I balk at the thought of entering into such a futile contest.
よし。それじゃあセイバーはどこに行きたい？
どこと言われても私には判断できませんから。どうぞ白が決めてください。
I should probably still ask if you know how to swim. I'm just gonna note it's sort of an important thing. I don't think it's come up before, and it seems likely you know how, but no guarantee.
そっか。
Well, let's rule out heading to the water slides or other thrilling attractions for now. There are wave pools as well, but let's start with a normal pool first.
白。
どこか行きたいところでも見つかったか？
いえ、そうではなくて。
Saber looks uncomfortable. It's not as if anyone is staring, but there are quite a few people looking at us by now.
悪い。セイバー目立つの嫌いだったな。とりあえずどっかに移動するか。
いえ、ですから 周囲の視線は気にしないようにしたのですが、唐突ですが、シロは泳げるのですか？
I knew it!
まあ人並みには。
それはなかなかに頼もしい。
Okay, I know. Okay, editing echo. Try to remember to use that face for the thumbnail.
セイバー、もしかして泳げない？
はい。恥ずかしいことにおそらく。
Is it? The fact that you didn't learn how to swim means that's probably not something that is commonly held in your time, at the very least. If you needed to learn how, well, if there was a need or a regular, commonplace, if it was a common skill from your time, you probably would be one to know it, at the very least. So it's probably not at the very least. I say at the very least, the very least, the very least, the very least. Something that you have any reason to be ashamed about, yeah?
おそらく。もしかしてアーチャーみたいにそのあたりの記憶が曖昧なのか？
そうではありません。実はですね、シロ。私は泳いだことがないのです。私は湖の精霊の加護を得ているので、水の上を沈まずに歩くことができる。ですので、船上では泳ぎはせず、水の上を走っていました。
That's not a bad reason to not know why. A shocking new truth. Saber can actually walk on water like a ninja. Yes, ninja is the first thing you think of when you think of being able to walk on water, for sure. Definitely.
それは今でも？
はい。意識しなくとも水の上を歩くことができます。
Damn. My inner image of King Arthur became even more profound. At this rate, if I ask her whether she can fly, or maybe if she prefers bathing in lava and no. Let's leave that aside for now.
妖精の加護か。けど水に入れないってわけじゃないんだろ？
はい。そうでなくては湯船に浸かることもできませんから。
If there's like something stopping you from ever being underwater in any capacity, like you can just imagine how like messed up a shower, like a shower could be like gunshots at that point. No. Just like every single one, just like constantly forcing your body to move and spasm around. Now that she mentions it, that's exactly what it was. Back then, Saber really seemed like she had the grace of a goddess when I walked in on her bathing. Nope. Don't. Okay, something to censor. That was unnecessary. Yeah, that was definitely censorable shit there. Stay as calm as you can. Forget about that and focus on the conversation.
ってことは川とか湖で泳いだりしたこともないんだ。
身を沈めることくらいはありましたが、本格的に泳いだ経験はありません。それに王になってからは人前で服を脱ぐということがありませんでしたから。
Ah, okay. So that's where the dare say came from. Since she's never swam before, she doesn't even know if she can swim.
申し訳ありません。最初に言っておくべきことでした。
It definitely is a relevant piece of knowledge, but good you told me before we got in the water.
いや、セイバーは悪くない。だいたい無理やり誘ったのは俺じゃないか。
そんな無理やりではありません。シローに誘われたからと浮かれ、このことを伝え忘れていた私が悪いのです。
あれ、セイバーも浮かれてたのか？
いえ、今のは言葉のあやで、楽しみというより未知を前にして気を引き締めているというべきでしょうか。
Nah, subtle. Her attitude is saying, let's jump in already.
よしよし。それじゃあとにかくプールに入るとしようか、セイバー。
いえ、張り切るのはいいのですが、その前にですね、シロ。
泳ぐ前にご飯とか？
いいえ、そうではありません。シロさえ良ければ私に泳ぎを教えてくれませんか？
泳ぎを？
はい、せっかくの機会です。ここで習得しておけば後々助けになるかと。
I imagine you'll pick it up really quickly.
そうか。そうだな。その方が今度来た時にセイバーも楽しめるよな。
Or, by like 11 in the morning.
では引き受けてくれるのですか？
もちろん。いつも剣を教わってるのはこっちなんだから遠慮することないじゃないか。
はい、それでは頼りにしますね、シロ。
任せとけ。後々ってまた来る予定とかあるのか？
決まったことではないのですが、水着を買いに行った時、タイガがみんなで行こうと話をしたのです。
なるほど。
ええ、ですが先にシロと来られてよかった。タイガの心遣いに感謝です。
だな。セイバーもみんなの前で泳いだことがないなんて言いづらいだろうし。
うん、そういう意味ではないのです、シロ。はあ、私もそう里い方ではありませんが、あなたには及ばないと言ったのです。
Well, I'm well aware I'm not the most empathetic people. But when does this become a competition of insensitivity?
いいです。何でもありません。練習を始めましょう、シロ。
あっちにある練習用プールでいいかな。
練習用、そのような場所まであるのですか？
Yeah, they want to be accommodating to all sorts of people.
あるよ。セイバーみたいに泳ぐ練習をしに来る人もいるだろうし。
Though it's best not to mention that the ones using it are mainly children.
他にも競技用と同じようになってるプールもあるから、ただ遊び一辺倒ってわけじゃないみたいだな。
はあ、なるほど。本当に多種多様だ。ここほど欲張りな水泳場は世界に2つとないのでしょうね。このような稀有な場が冬季の街に作られたことを感謝しましょう。
I feel like I've seen bigger indoor water parks, but this is definitely sizable. Saber nods with admiration. She's impressed by the oddest things. If she's that taken aback by a place of this size, I can't imagine what her reaction would be if I were to take her to the largest water park in Kanto. We are now at the practice pool. Luckily, there weren't any little kids there. Most of the people in it aren't really swimming. Feels almost like it was reserved just for us.
セイバー、水は怖くないんだよな。
恐怖心はありませんが、どういう意味ですか？
いや、水が怖いって人も結構いるらしいから。そういう場合、まず顔をつけるところから始めないといけないだろ。
それならば問題ありません。水など恐るるに足りません。ええ、お望みとあらば悪名高き荒波のロッホランさえ走破してみせましょう。
Yeah, but if you gave up your superpower, would that make you feel vulnerable enough to feel scared?
即答か。ま、セイバーに怖いものなんてあるわけないしな。今のは愚問だった。
失礼な。私にだって怖いものはあります。
へえ、そりゃ知りたい。何が怖いんだよ、セイバー。
随分と弾みますね、シロ。そんなに私の弱点が知りたいのですか？
Sure. It's nice to have that contrast.
当たり前だ。俺だけ守られてばっかりなのは悔しい。いざって時、セイバーを守れるところぐらいは知っておきたい。
That's a good way to put it. Of course, I won't miss a chance to tease her about it either.
その話はいずれということで、今は泳ぎの鍛錬の時間です。さあシロ、練習を始めましょう。
Come on, damn it.
教えるって約束したからな。こっちが優先か。
With a splash, I step into the water. First, let's have her take a few steps just to let her get used to the feeling of and resistance.
さあ、ついてきてくれ、セイバー。第一歩として、水がどれだけ重くて、人体がどれだけ水に拒絶されているかを味わ。
Is she running across it? Wait. Was that some kiss of wind? No, she's inside.
ほほう、なるほど。
確かに地上よりは歩きづらい。ですが問題ありませんね。コツさえつかめば水の重みはそう苦ではないようだ。やはり生命は水に帰るものなのですよ。
No, this has nothing to do with it being the stuff of life. With a giggle, Saber smiles triumphantly. Fearlessly and without a hint of difficulty, she walks on the water, much faster than me, pretty much running in fact, as if she had no need to swim at all. Is she actually on top of the water? Because it didn't look like it. And it's not like she has to worry about predicting the current and or whether or where it'll take her, so she isn't having any trouble at all.
そうか。万能ってのは時として進歩を止めてしまうんだな。
シロ、なんですかそのじとっとした目は。私はただ感じたままに進んだだけですが。
それがいけない。セイバーのデタラメさには慣れてるが、さすがに今のはどうかと思った。
She takes flight naturally like a bird. So first I have to clip her wings.
あれシロ、なんですかその手の動きは。まるで夕べ見た殺人ロボットではないですか。
First, we'll take the red course. I have to try my best as an ordinary human.
待ちなさい。今のは少々やりすぎました。謝ります。シロを驚かせようとして水上を走った私が大人げなかった。今度は真面目に誠心誠意を持ってあなたの教えを受けますから。
Now I've got her!
シロ、足が地面についてな。
Saber frantically splashes around in the water. Holding down her delicate body, I'll teach her the true horrors of the water first. Good, let's drown her. And then little by little I shall teach this superwoman what effort means.
ほらセイバー、もっとお尻上げてお腹の力を抜かないと。
しかしシロ、そうすると私は沈んでしまうのでは。
Saber continues to panic. Rather than just sinking, the HMS Saber 01 is having some flooding trouble with her ballast tanks. Flooding into what? So, should she let go of this hand, she'll be crushed by the pressure. Amen.
もっと引き上げてくださいシロ。人体は水に浮くようにはできていないのです。
Lies!
そりゃ本人の工夫、そして努力次第だ。割と水に浮くぞ人体。あと生命は水に帰るものなのですよ。
信じられない。そんな妄言、一体どこの誰が吐いたのでしょう。
I wonder if she's just not made for the water, or if it's her fighting spirit that's giving her so much trouble. Might be easier if Saber weren't fighting the current with all of her strength. Desperately trying to stay above the surface, her finely toned legs are thrashing in the water. Her feet disturb the peaceful surface like a bulldozer tearing up the earth.
よかったなセイバー。今日イリアがいなくて。
After all, her theme song is a ballad about drowning. Is it? Wait, she has a theme song? That eerie song, Die Lorelei, that is. That does sound vaguely familiar. I don't remember what the lyrics are in the slightest, though.
シロ、やめましょう。水は危険です。やはり我々は海に出るべきではなかったのだ。
海ならもうちっと浮きやすいぞ。とおもむろに手を離してみる。
She's sinking magnificently. Mere swimming and staying afloat are two entirely different skills, after all. No matter how good her reflexes are, they just don't seem to manifest themselves for just staying afloat.
ああ、ダメだぞセイバー。足つくの禁止。バタ足はやめて力を抜く。
力はとっくに抜いています。それで足を止めては沈む一方だと思うのですが。
それはまだ力んでいるから。そうだな。死んだふりとかいいぞ。 あれなら確実に浮く。
Besides, it's better if she saves her energy.
水死体ですか。騎士として許されざる行為ですが、それが水泳の第一歩なのですね。
そういう人もいる。ほら、ちゃんと手を握ってるから騙されたと思って。
いいでしょう。生きた心地がしないのは同じです。溺れた時は蘇生をお願いします、シロ。
As if he could. Game over. We get this is one of the bad ends. So, after that, you can probably guess what happened.
なるほど。こうやって浮けばいいのですね、シロ。
She picked it up relatively fast. The splashing sound of her kicking is less frantic than before. Saber's so confused, but she's also getting used to being in the water alarmingly fast. Her flutter kick is still awkward, but she seems to have grasped the idea of putting power into it perfectly.
そうそう、うまいぞセイバー。この
待ってください。早すぎます、シロ。もっとゆっくり、常に立ち止まる感じで歩いてもらえないでしょうか。
Saber clings to me desperately. She can mostly swim on her own by now, but she refuses to let go of my arm.
要はバランスと呼吸なのですね。シロの言う通り、きちんと息を吸っていれば浮いていられます。はい。
Saber keeps paddling forward. Matching her pace, I slowly move backwards. Her hair looks especially golden right now. Somehow, I feel like I'm being relied on by a newborn chick.
へい。やっ。
Saber's supple legs flex through the water. You don't need to keep adding these adjectives, Emiya. What's been looking like a stick pounding water moments ago is now starting to look more like the tail of a fish.
地を蹴るのとは違った感覚です。水を蹴るというのはこういうことでしたか。理屈はわかりましたが、やはり私には不向きなのでしょうか。
Again, Saber's improving by the second, but she just won't let go of my hand. Her honest personality can't help it. She's actually learned to swim by now, but she can't deal with the floaty feeling of being in the water.
セイバー、歩いていいか。
はい、結構ですシロ。先ほどより少しだけならスピードを上げてもらって構いません。
Total earnestness. In her desire to master swimming as quickly as possible, she challenges herself in spite of her fear. How like an honor student. There's no greater joy for an instructor than this without any ill intentions. Well, that much is true, but... Got some ill intentions there. Regardless of how seriously she challenges the pool, the sight of Saber's body is causing wicked thoughts to take root in my mind. I hold my breath and gaze at Saber. Looking at her straight on would set my face burning. Try to keep my vision faint as I steal sidelong glances at the perfect symmetry of her body. The radiance of that white skin makes me feel dizzy. How amazing it would feel if she were just hold that soft, supple body to mine and embrace. Honestly, if we weren't at the pool right now, there's no question that she'd be in my arms.
シロ、歩みが止まっています。
Saber flutters her legs. From a desire to improve as fast as possible, or from a wish to try for herself, now that she's growing more used to it. In any case, her serious attitude is giving it her all, forces me to erase these thoughts from my mind.
ごめん、ぼっとしてた。セイバーも慣れてきたし、もうちょい早く引っ張るな。
Looks like she could swim around 10, maybe 25 meters on her own already. But I'm still doing my best to lead her until she gains enough confidence herself. We've only just gotten started. After this, there will be as many chances as I would like for the two of us to swim.
やはりスピードがある方が安定します。私には泳ぎより浮く方が難しいです、シロ。
Whether she's embarrassed by this, I cannot tell. However, even if she's learned how to swim this far by herself, could it be that she's still having trouble staying afloat? Saber seems to be cut out for diving. I'm mused for a moment. I imagine Saber walking across the bottom of the sea, standing perfectly upright in her armor.
ハマりすぎる。
I have to fight back a smile in order to not give myself away.
シロ、私のフォームは変なのですか？
あ、いや、セイバーの泳ぎ方がおかしいんじゃない。どうしてセイバーが浮きにくいのかを考えてたんだ。
私が浮きにくい理由があると。
うん。一説によると、筋肉って浮きにくいらしい。セイバー余分な贅肉ないだろ。だから普通の人より浮きにくかったのかなって。
そうなのですか。私は知らずシロに面倒をかけてしまったのですね。
けどそんなのは小さな差だ。セイバーにはハンデにもならない。セイバーの体よくできた彫刻みたいだもんな。こういうところで見るとはっきりする。しなやかに動くセイバーの体は文句なしにかっこいい。
Oh boy.
セイバー沈んでる。力抜いて。
She just embraces it. My warning is in vain, and Saber leaves a trail of bubbles behind her as she begins to sink. What followed was a struggle of almost 6 minutes in length, where no matter how hard I pull, I cannot bring Saber up to the surface. She may have set a new world record for free diving down there. Oh boy. Not even a whole hour has passed since the start of our practice. Before the clock hit noon, Saber had already matured admirably as a swimmer. Oh, I gave her too much credit. Think that I guess we only, I guess we started after 11 a.m., so maybe I had overestimated her ability to be a master by then. I may not be particularly skilled myself, but to see her achieve nearly the same level already is nothing short of extraordinary.
そろそろ昼か。セイバー、一旦休みを入れようか。
そうですね。時間もちょうどいいことですし、先にお昼をいただきましょう。
オッケー。それじゃあ弁当を取ってくるから、セイバーはその辺の椅子を確保しておいてくれ。
わかりました。お待ちしています、シロ。
Okay. I wonder how long these all are, because we're only at noon. And I'm already past the 50-minute mark of recording. I pick up the lunchbox from the locker and return to the pool. I had no trouble at all finding a conspicuous-looking Saber from far away, thinking at the same time that I had made a big mistake. A beautiful woman all alone in the pool is bound to attract unwanted attention.
ただいま、セイバー。変なやつに声かけられなかったか。
かけられました。皆一人ではないと知ると去っていくのですが、聞き分けのない者が一人おりまして、私が許したわけでもないのに、シロの席に座ったのです。
Oh boy, okay.
そいつどうしたんだ？
I don't see anyone fitting that description around here. Oh, please don't tell me he's at the bottom of the pool or something.
いえ、何やら別の男性が来て、無理やり連れて行かれました。その後から来た男性なのですが、どこかで見覚えがあったような。
Really? Was it the person I saw before?
へえ。知り合いだから助けてくれたのかもな。
かもしれません。素性がわかるのなら、きちんと礼をしたいところです。
You think someone might be working as like a lifeguard here?
だな。俺からもお礼言っとかないと。
With that taken care of, I pull myself together and lay out our lunch. The main course is hand rolls in inari sushi, along with several side dishes. A separate Tupperware container holds bite-sized fried chicken and hash browns. This east and west inconsistent mix lends the meal a certain kind of charm.
せっかく出てきたんだから、その辺で何か買って食べた方がいいとは思ったんだが、何が起きるかわからないし、出費は抑える方向でやってみました。
出費を抑えるというのは分かりかねますが、この方針には賛成です。売店の食事も楽しそうですが、 私はシロウの食事の方が落ち着きますから。
ああ、そう言ってもらえると作った甲斐があった。
How can you say that, Saber? You haven't even tried the food here. What if it ends up being better or more comforting? Because that's definitely something that would happen at a freaking indoor pool.
けど、こういうところのご飯もいいもんだぞ。新鮮さは料理の大事なファクターだし。
Yeah, fair enough. Typically, places like this won't actually have great food simply because the focus will be more on the fact that they're really the only place you can buy from. So they're more interested in giving you a decent, cheap meal than, well, cheap to them, probably normal prices for the actual person buying it, as a convenience rather than a luxury of actual food.
ええ。ですが、それでも私にとっては、このお弁当が一番なのです。
いや、その。
Hey, calm down. I'm getting distracted by Saber, which isn't good since we both came here to swim. Today was supposed to be just a relaxing day off for the both of us to enjoy.
じゃあ遠慮なく食べてくれ。でもデザートはあそこのかき氷なんだ、セイバー。
I point to the banner advertising green tea and red bean shaved ice that I saw on my way to the locker room.
ええ。それではいただきましょう。
ああ、いただいてくれ。
Clasping my hands together, I discreetly take a deep breath and split my disposable chopsticks with a snap. Just as I did, a hand reaches and grabs a piece of my omelet.
塩が効きすぎているな。焼き加減も気配りが足りない。弁当ということを考慮するのなら、もう少し火を通した方がより風味を保てるだろうに。
何？
I don't believe this. How could you do something as unforgivable as intruding on a happy couple spending a peaceful day at Waka Waka Splash? Who the hell do you think you?
アーチャー。バカな。なぜあなたが私の卵焼きを奪うのです？
Yes, knave. That's not what you should be concerned about, Saber.
毒味などお前には馴染んだものだろう。秋とはいえ、卵の鮮度には注意を払うべきだからな。
God, his arms are always so long. Or maybe his hips are just way too high for his own. You know, that probably doesn't help either. I think his pants are actually oddly high for a masculine style. I thought I saw whoever I saw look like they were wearing like a white something. Like the skin tone, I thought it might have been Archer, but I thought I saw white clothing too. It sort of flashed by when I wasn't really looking in that part of the screen, but...
そのなんだ、こんなところで腹を下してみろ。あまりに強烈で、この先お前の顔をまともに見られなくなる。
My goodness, he's really gonna make this into a... Worth noting, I don't think I brought this up, but just how I'm playing this is actually... my computer actually resizes the images of the game so it's full screen for me. That means widescreen too, so everything's stretched when I'm actually playing through it. The recording takes like the actual like 1080 because what's happening technically when I play it is at the normal resolution, which is like a sixth or something of the screen size normally, but it blows it up to the full thing, but the actual recording's getting the whole screen. So yeah, I have to like crop it down and stuff, but still so it's wider for me than it would look like in the video when I'm actually playing it. Still, Archer, really. The custom of tasting for poison, my goodness.
お前とて、立ち会いの最中で私に笑い出されたら困るだろ。
シロウの料理が傷んでいるだと。
The true one insult Saber will never accept.
侮辱するな、アーチャー。たかだか2日3日程度の賞味期限で体調を崩す私ではない。
Wait, no, don't embrace it. That's not what you should be angry about, Saber.
あのさ、お前なんでここにいんだよ。
理由は必要あるまい。ここは公共の場だぞ。私がいたところで何の不思議もないと思うが。
Is it public? Aren't indoor water parks typically pretty, ticket-based? Or you at least have to pay for entry for the day, that sort of thing? It's like an amusement park in a lot of ways. No, it is strange. Very strange. It may be none of my business, but do notice how out of place you look already, you fucking idiot.
いいけど、ちゃんと金払ってんのかよ。
もちろん。霊体で泳ぐほど無粋じゃないさ。
へえ。じゃあなんだ。その格好水着のつもりなんだ。
Archer doesn't answer. With his red overcoat gone, I hope Archer's not going to insist that what's underneath is his diving suit or something like that. But he must have some reason to be here looking like that. Whatever. It has nothing to do with me. He didn't say he paid the entrance fee. Again, I wonder if he could be like a lifeguard here. I forget what they mentioned when we had that like little get-together for the whole play stuff and whatnot. But people didn't know him, so he is out and about doing something that people would recognize him for.
新たな強族か。
That sort of looked like Lancers. Freaking Lance.
なんだよ、一発にうめえじゃねえか。
How did it end up being both of them? Also, did you steal our food with the freaking lance that you used to pierce my heart? That's just like insult on top of injury.
相変わらず細けっていうか、贅沢言ってんじゃねえぞ。
And then, as if it were completely natural, the man in the Hawaiian shirt takes another bite out of my lunch.
ようセイバー、さっきは変なのに絡まれてたじゃねえか。
ランサー、先ほど助けてくれたのはあなただったのですね。
How did he not recognize him?
どうしてここに？
あ？どうしてって、お前たちが入っていったのを見たからだぜ。そこの暇人じゃあるまいし、一人で遊びに来るほど水郷じゃねえよ。
Lancer is busy stuffing his mouth with food, our food. Saber and I are both taken aback. Archer coolly looks on. And it seems the happy atmosphere we had earlier is suddenly getting clouded.
おお、坊主の飯もなかなかじゃねえか。あ？なんだよお前ら食わないのか？箸動いてねえぞ。
だからなんであんたが我が物顔で食ってんだよ。
なんでって正当な報酬じゃねえか。セイバーを助けてやったんだからな。ってお宝を守った手当てにしちゃしけてんな。
You should tell that to like high-class restaurants. He swallows and resumes chewing. Lancer is gobbling down the food he's declared to be his reward. In the face of such a tyranny, neither I nor Saber can think of anything to say.
いえ、それにしたところで礼儀というものがあるでしょう、ランサー。それとそちらの太巻きに手を出したら容赦なく叩き込みますのでよろしく。
And so the water park became a bloodbath.
叩き込むってプールにか？
Yeah, quite possibly. As Lancer's cocky smirk looks like he just heard a funny joke.
いいえ、エクスカリバーをです。
Saber smiles softly, as if assuring him that it'll be very amusing indeed.
まあなんだ、腹8分目にしておくか。
Lancer quickly withdraws from our lunch. Good choice. I don't know about Archer or Lancer, but I could tell Saber was completely serious.
と冗談はここまでにしておいてだな。
Lancer's gaze is fixed on Saber.
なんですか？
He looks her over from head to toe, not in a vulgar way, but more as to appraise an opponent before battle? And then, nodding as if to affirm something.
その水着は坊主の趣味か？
I mean, yes, it would be hard to deny it at this point for Shiro.
いや、セイバーが自分で選んで買ってきた。
白は
そうかそうか。だがな、そいつは余計によくねえよセイバー。いいか、一つ教えてやる。そういう水着はだな、こうもっと大人の女になってから。
Before Lancer could finish, he disappeared from my field of vision.
早いな。
Archer mumbles as I am still observing what had just happened.
シロ、少し席を外します。食事は残しておいてもらえるとありがたい。
I couldn't do anything but nod my head. As Saber heads off in the direction she sent Lancer flying to. That's scary. To think that the fury she unleashed on him just now wasn't enough for her.
激鱗に触れるとはな。さて、奴の伝承に流体児の逸話はあったか。
言いながら弁当を食うな。味に文句があるなら自分で作れよな。
そこまで暇ではないし、調理はお前の領分だろ。唯一の長所だ。私が出張っては立場がなかろう。
Archer chuckles. Ah, damn, he does know what buttons to push, that's for sure. As I thought, I really hate this guy. Looks like things are quite lively over there. Following a huge splash, a geyser erupts from the pool. As Lancer tries to say something to her, Saber sends him flying through the air with one hand.
人って結構飛ぶんだな。
It reminds me of when I got kicked by Lancer. I did fly pretty far.
セイバーは本気だな。飛ばし方に優しさがな。おい、この煮物は風味が飛びすぎているぞ。八角を入れるのならばタイミングに気をつけろ。
Oh my goodness. Just because you've had like twice as long to master the craft of cooking doesn't mean you... Again, who does he think he is nitpicking at other people's cooking?
だってそんな場合じゃない。セイバーを止めないと。
よせよせ、時期終わる。下手に近づいてまたぞろ巻き込まれる気かお前は。
終わるって全然そんな気配ないぞ。
セイバーは泳ぎを覚えたばかりだろ。あの全身サバイバルのランサーにはまだ追いつけん。ランサーが逃げ切って終わりだろうさ。
見てたのか。
たまたま視界に入った。知っての通り、目だけはいいもので。何？
Archer's face stiffens. Yeah. Looking over, I see Lancer dive into the water and disappear right in front of Saber. But here comes Saber. Did he know she could walk on water? Running across the water like a jet ski after him. As one would expect, things aren't looking good for him. I'm starting to hear screams from the poolside.
めちゃくちゃだな。セイバーめ。ここでランサーを亡き者にするつもりか。
そりゃ本気で困る。くそ、落ち着いてないでお前も手伝え。
I run towards the pool. At this rate, the ones who take Saber away from here are going to be the police. Oh boy.
申し訳ない、シロ。
As I don't know how much longer this is actually going to go, that's probably going to be my ending point for this. As an FYI, I'm going to continue as I have for a while. I'm actually taking a vacation relatively soon, after this week, basically. The set of episodes up until the one that would have normally been on Sunday, but it's now on Monday because I got pushed back everything a week. It's going to be normal, but after that, based on the polls so far, there is a poll I posted as a comment in the previous one. Basically, it sounds like what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to be doing longer than normal. So like normal I do like an hour to an hour 10 minutes or so in that range. I'm going to be doing a bit longer than that, but it's going to be, I'm going to be posting episodes every other day or so for a couple weeks basically. Just to keep my life a bit more manageable as I'm going to be in and out of town during that time frame as well. So, just as an FYI, otherwise next time, we'll see if Lancer even survives. So, I'll see y'all then. Drive safely, everyone.